Okay, Alana, let's have it. Our first guest is Katie McElwain. She is the Director of Marketing and Communications at Hammond Castle. And Heather and I have Zoomed with her in the past.
Yes.
During the COVID. So
it's
how are you,
actually
Katie?
kind of funny to actually meet you in person.
Yeah, so Katie, scooch up close to that as much as you need, right? And thanks for being here.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, and it's great to see the castle open again.
I know.
Yeah.
We're
And
really
it looks
excited.
beautiful. I had a very hard time finding the restrooms, so I went all over the place. And I found all these beautiful rooms. The kitchen looks beautiful. It's really looking very nice. People should come visit because it looks spectacular.
And then we've redone the courtyard, so yeah, it's been a big few months. Even though we were, quiet because of COVID, we made the best use of it. So
yeah, we should say that the castle's open right now. That was a tour that just passed right behind us, which is great to see. And so, how has reopening been? I mean, it's
been so easy in a way. And just people have been just so excited to come back out, which is great, which is what we were hoping.
Yeah.
But I mean, events even have just been filling up. So we had our first movie night last night. It was supposed to be on the back lawn, but
So were we.
Yeah. Weather had other ideas.
So was it in the Grand Hall?
Yeah, we did it in the Great Hall, and it really
was.
It was still really great. I mean, it's not a bad place to watch a movie.
Yeah. So explain what movie night is for folks.
So every week, every Thursday in July, we have a movie. It will be, weather permitting, on the back lawn. We've got a big screen. Rob from Cape Ann Cinema comes in and he puts everything up, so it's like a whole
so the couches
real
come
production.
Here. The couches guy. Oh,
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Great stuff.
Right.
So, I meant to bring down, so next week we have Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and I'm really excited about that. And the licensing people from Monty Python gave us coconut shells to hand out. So the first 50 people that buy tickets for the movie get these coconut shells, and I was going to come and show you. I forgot.
That's awesome, though. But let's talk about what the movie lineup actually is, because they're so befitting of the castle.
Of the castle. So we just did Secret of Kells last night, which is a kids' movie. It was really beautiful, though. Next weekend, as I said, Monty Python, and then we have Princess Bride on the 22nd. And then Young Frankenstein is on the 29th.
Yes,
so Mel Brooks. Yes.
Was it filmed here? It feels like it's just so perfect.
It looks like it, right? No, but it's fitting. Yeah. So, and then we'll be doing more in the fall as well. So we'll see how these go.
That's
so
great.
far, people seem to really like it. So
Well, so Katie, let me ask, what sort of guests has the castle been receiving this year? Has it changed because of COVID? Are there more day trippers or more locals coming
We do
out?
have a lot of staycationers, day trippers. Yeah. I don't know if that's changed so much, but there's definitely just a lot of, and even on our Instagram, I've been noticing a lot of Instagram pages are following us that are like travel local pages, local road trip pages. So it does seem like that's a thing now. I think even though everything's, all these restrictions have been lifted, I'm sure people still aren't really traveling far.
Right.
So, but the community, like we've just had so many people even just coming back a few times, which is, I feel like something that's a little new.
Yeah, right.
It's great. It's been really good.
I feel as if there are more rooms open. Is that true?
Well, there are from maybe last time you were here, because we did have, we've had a few every year, and I'm going to talk about one of them coming up in a little bit, but every year there's a restoration that we have to focus on. So at various times there's something that's closed probably. So 2 years ago we had the downstairs was closed. This past spring the courtyard was closed. So right now is a really good time to come because everything's open.
For local people, if they haven't seen it, they should recheck what's going on here.
Yes.
Because it's really beautiful when I sort of swirled through.
Yeah.
It's really looks
and
great.
I was just thinking as I was waiting to come on, like, I've been a tour guide here for 2 years. I've been the marketing director since April. I have a history in museums, but there's not a day that I don't come in and still find something I haven't seen before. You can definitely come more than once and still find things.
Yeah, I've been coming here since I was a kid. I grew up right down the street, and every time you're in, it's like you're either reminded of something super cool. Like, oh my God, look at that feature that you hadn't noticed before.
Exactly.
And I think you and the curator and staff here are still discovering things as well about Hammond.
We are, and we have just an amazing crew. The last 2 years since our executive director started, she's just brought in so many amazing people.
Linda Harvey,
there are, Linda, and I mean even just like our archivists, there's stuff in our archives that hasn't even been looked at in 50 years. You know, it's been in boxes. So she's up there and next to my office, and I'm always like, "What'd you find today?"
Yeah.
So you have another fundraiser coming up, is that right?
We do, yes. Actually, speaking of restoration projects, so quick little tiny history. I won't get into it all, but the castle was built between 1926 and 1929. So it was all new construction at the time, but Hammond used a lot of medieval parts, and those medieval parts tend to, deteriorate over time. So one of the things that we're really trying to save right now is the arches as you come into the castle on the outside. They sort of frame the ocean.
Yeah.
Those are actually 12th century arches. Yeah,
Wow.
so they are starting to show some deterioration. So we really need to. That's our big project for 2021 is to get that going. And we do have some money pledged, but we need to match that. So we have our big event, August 15th, is our summer evening soiree. And that is going to be a really nice, formal, not formal, but, dressy event. We've got a wonderful jazz group coming from Boston that's going to be playing a quartet, singer, food, hors d'oeuvres, cash bar. So it's just a really great opportunity to sort of give to that cause, but still have a good time night about it. So,
very nice.
so we do have those tickets are up online now. So.
And what other, I know you're packed with weddings and
my
events
gosh,
like
yeah.
that this summer, especially making up for last year. What
Yep.
other programs do you have going on throughout the summer?
Oh, okay. So, actually, August 4th, which just a few weeks, we have Emerald Ray, who's a Gloucester native, coming. She lives in Vermont right now, but she's coming home to do a concert here specifically. So August 4th, we will have her. We have the spiritualism and candlelight tours start in August on Thursdays, and
Yeah.
those
Those are
run.
very popular.
Yes, those
Yeah.
are hugely popular. So in the evenings we do candlelight tours, and then after the candlelight tours, there are also these spiritualism tours. So our tour guides are really well versed in sort of all the ways that the Hammonds were involved in that. So it's really interesting, kind of a different thing that you wouldn't necessarily see on a day tour. So.
Yeah. Well, Katie, we say this all the time, but Hammond Castle truly is one of the true crown jewels of Cape Ann.
I think so.
Yeah, and we love that you have us back again and again. We want to be back here for Halloween, obviously.
Yes,
for obvious reasons.
absolutely.
And I think we may be working on a Timeline Cape Ann about the good man himself, John Hayes
good.
Hammond Jr. Yeah. So we'll talk a bit
Excellent.
about that soon too.
Okay.
But if people want to learn more about the castle or come visit, how can they go about doing that?
Just go to hammondcastle.org. We have, our events calendar is always up to date. I'm actually putting more stuff up today. Follow us on Facebook. Pretty active on that. Instagram, obviously. So yeah, we're just so much going on. There's always you could check the website probably weekly, and there'd be something new all the time that's coming up. So.
Yeah. And are you part of this tour at all?
I don't do the tours anymore.
Add those words into our show.
Yeah, is anybody here? I used to be really good. I could tell you every date of everything in this room.
Oh,
But,
can you tell us about the table?
I can. It's a 14th century German table. And the reason it's so narrow is because back then, wealthy people actually ate on one side and were served food from the other. So they would not have sat facing each other. They didn't need a table that was, Now, why it's so tall, I don't know.
Maybe
I feel really little.
yeah, right. We all do.
That I don't have an answer for.
Well, that's great because we
Yeah.
did wonder about this table.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Well, Katie, thank you so much
Thank
for your time.
you. Thank you for
thanks to everyone at the
coming.
castle for having us today.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And sharing those stories, and we can't wait to come back again.
Good.
Yeah.
Can't wait to have you.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Okay.
much,
And I
Katie.
I want to go on the
McElwain.
spiritualism tour.
You should.
Yeah.
I will. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.